What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to be looking at some stationery. It's not something I typically do on this channel too much, but this was sent to me by the very kind, very special Emmy from Pen Venture. Do check out the description below for all of his information, and also check out the website for the pricing of these pens. My goodness, stationery, just because everything has different pricing. But in my opinion, I will say it all seems perfectly. Oh my goodness, what is with my brain today? Perfectly reasonable, especially for Taccia, which tends to be a little bit more of an expensive brand. So I think this is all mint, but that's just me. And of course, I'm sure it depends on where you're going. But anyways, it's really cool. I'm going to show you briefly everything that I got sent, and then I'm going to show you on this pad of paper here, I've actually tested and tortured some of it. So some of the offerings are envelopes, which have, I'll try and zoom that in a little bit, different covers. Get 3 sheets, 4 patterns, 12 sheets. And the reason why there's that is because the envelope itself is super cool. It actually opens up on like the face itself and continues a little bit, which I thought was so clever. And it lines up perfectly. Oh, sorry, I got blueberries under my nails. I apologize. I don't know what any of this says, so if you can read that, do let me know in the comment section down below. But I really like it, and I love the feel. The paper is so soft. And of course, you have the back blank, so you can address it, you mail it, you can give it to somebody physically, do anything you need to do. And then it does open up and has the internal pocket. Now, the difference with this is you will need to seal it yourself. There is no inner glue that you're traditionally used to. So this would definitely be something that a wax seal would work beautifully for. Or any kind of tape, washi tape, things like that, because there is no inner glue. But I will say, like, the feel of the envelopes is so nice. And that goes across the board. We also have some greeting cards that you can get. Again, if you can read that, let me know, because I certainly cannot. So this does have the envelope with the same image on it and the card itself, which is stunning. And it's the same feel as this envelope. Super soft. And it's pretty thick paper as well. I'll move that out of the way. And then where's the thing? We have a letter set as well. And all the envelopes are the same style. Different images, but same style. And the paper is all the same as well. So the one that I have here came in this plastic. And has a very nice graphic. Again, I cannot read that, but I really like the style. And again, it all feels so soft. And then the back is just cardboard. Nothing too fancy there. I don't know if this is just mine or if this is what everyone's will be, but the pad of paper with, I'm assuming, glue that I think typically is here, was out. So the whole pad of paper has come out for me. I don't know if that's the way that it's supposed to have happened, but that's what did for mine. But it doesn't ruin the experience or anything for me. What I love is that on the back of each page, you get different graphics. So it's not double-sided, but you get different graphics to look at. which I think is kind of cool. So not only are you sending, somebody a handwritten letter, but you're also sending them a bit of an artwork, which is really nice. And it does say what it is. And as you can already see, I have begun to torture. This is the outside. I'm going to remove this just so that it's less distraction. And we're going to zoom in a little bit here. So right off the bat, my super torture test here was to try and find out if you could see sheen and shimmer. And the answer for sheen is absolutely. And this is Diamine Polar Glow and Jack Frost. Shimmer is a little bit harder to see. It does absorb some of that. So you don't really get a full shimmery effect, but sheen, absolutely. And then just with a couple pens here, I just wrote some stuff, and it's very, very smooth. Let me grab one of my pens here, whichever one happens to be. Okay, it's the Benu. It is very smooth. Zoom in even further and try and focus the camera. It's not super absorbent, which is really nice because then it does allow some of the ink flow to do its thing. And it's so smooth. I flippin' love it. One of the things that I was worried about when I saw the graphics on the back is I was like, oh no, it's gonna bleed through and it's gonna ruin the pictures on the back. But it really didn't. The only thing that came through was the Sharpie, which I have yet to find paper that hasn't done that. Now, the Sharpie didn't bleed through to the next page, but it certainly ghosted, and it got pretty darn close, you can see, to bleeding through, but it didn't. And even the huge swabs, like, while you can see, where they are for sure, because it's like, I'm not kidding you guys. I dumped it on. Like, I basically just threw the bottle at it. And it held up like an absolute champion. So really, I can't even knock it for that. The rollerball from Retro 51, this is probably one of the worst rollerballs I have ever used for bleeding through. Even on Tomoe River paper, it will feather. This blue insert that I purchased separately, the black one that it comes with is marvelous, and the black one that I have, oh boy, in my other Christmas popper doesn't do that. So I purposefully keep the blue one in here just to do a torture, because yeah, even on Tomoe River paper, that cannot handle it. And it did show through, but certainly no bleed. But all of the regular like fountain pen ink handles it like a champ. And to be honest, while it showed through, oh come on camera, while it showed through the blue rollerball, it has like almost no feathering. There's like a teeny tiny little bit on the B, teeny tiny little bit on the 5, but for the most part, it's a flippin' champion, which is super impressive. Like, so impressive because yeah, nothing can handle it. I will say, when you're writing over top of the lines, it does tend to separate the ink a little bit. So you'll see here, it doesn't really absorb the ink. It sort of forces it out. So that's a little bit strange, but I think for the most part, like, you're not going to notice it because you don't tend to cross the lines a ton. And it's just mainly noticeable in the swabs. So I think overall, guys, this is dope. I really like it a lot. if you're going to be writing a ton, like page upon page upon page upon page, this may not be the best set just because it is a fairly wide margin. I don't have a ruler. I cannot find mine. And it doesn't say, at least in English, on the packaging. But based on my own knowledge, I'm going to say this is about 10 millimeters because 7 is much smaller than this and 5 is certainly a lot smaller. So I'm going to guess about 10. And with it being only one-sided, you would go through this set very quickly if you're going to write like an extended thing. But if you're only going to like, do a couple pages, like maybe 1 to 3, I think that this is really great. And I'm actually, like I said, I'm really impressed by this paper. I didn't really know what to expect, but anytime I go into a correspondence set, I lower my expectations because, to be real, a lot of the times I've used them, I've been disappointed because some have been so smooth just like this, but yet cause skipping where, you're just going along doing your thing, but because of the coding that's on it, all of a sudden you're like, and then you start writing over here and like the whole thing skips here. This paper does not do that. I'm really impressed. And yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's beautiful. The whole aesthetic, I think, is absolutely stunning. Like I said, I don't know if mine was supposed to come out, if all of them do that, or that was just mine. But I really, really like it. I'm really impressed. And I think that this is truly made for fountain pen people. Of course, if you don't use fountain pens, you're more than welcome to use this set as well. But certainly meant for fountain pen folks. And then you can tell, obviously, that they meant it to go as a set because when you fold it up, it fits very nicely in their envelopes because, surprise, surprise, it's designed to go together. And then you can put, like I said, a wax seal on it. What I do for ones that don't have the glue automatically on there is I will usually use some washi tape all around it, and then I'll do a wax seal on the front. And as long as you're using flexible wax, it should make it through the post. Absolutely no problem. If I'm not putting it through the post and I'm just giving it to somebody, then I don't washi tape it. I just wax seal it and call it a day. I do wish there was a little bit of a design on the front. Maybe one that, you could write over top of, or that had like a border of it and then just in the middle. But I get why they left it open. So you could have the mailing address and then your return address or something like that. But that would really be the only thing I think that would take it from like a 9 to a 10, in my opinion. But overall, I'm really impressed by this set, much more than I even thought I would be when it arrived at my house. I think the whole package is awesome. So do check it out in the link below. In the description, you'll find Emmy's website, which is just PenVenture. And you'll also find my information, so my Instagram, Discord, and Patreon. Do check out the Patreon if you want to help support me and what I do here. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you want to see more every Monday and Friday and the occasional rando on Tuesday. And guys, if you're still watching this far in, man, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to thank all of my VIP and above patrons. This was filmed May 2nd, so if you don't see your name and you've just started supporting me, don't worry. It will appear as soon as I can update it. So we have Mr. Daniel Roddy, we have Elizabeth, Glenn Kelly, Joan Worthman, Brian Hunter, Aaron C., Luna Wolf Games, Bobby A. Bailey, Bass, Whaley Chang, Brian Law, Lucas Bell, Aubrey Madcore, Marissa Calvo, Eric Lineman, Jessica Chow, Stephen Baldwin, Carol Lowry, Michael Simon, Sean Sturdy, Catherine Molina, Robert Myers, Bianca Andrews, Bill Pemberton, Karen Epstein, Gretchen Peters, Subiwan Kenobi, which is just the best name. She's actually presidential tier, Bianca Andrews, digitaltent.tech, and McCall Bennett Lawrence. Thank you all, regardless of the tier you choose. You will never know how much it actually means to me that you support me, my content, and what I do here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.